Hey guys, welcome back to another Vinny Built Structures video. This is going to be part 2 of the build for my layout, but I am also in the processing of doing a how-to on the build for Shane's building. I don't think I showed you guys how I did the doors, so there'll be a operating doors from start to finish video coming up right after part 3 of my build. But I just want Shane to know that as I am recording this part of the video, that your build is well under construction. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the first part of this video. Part 2 will I'll show you some more stuff on how I got to the final build. That'll be in part 3 of the truck repair facility for my P-Vine N-scale sub. So stay tuned, and we'll get to part 2. And don't forget that after part 3 there'll be a 2-part series for Shane's build, and that will absolutely be the last time I show anything on Shane's build until the reveal. So stay tuned and we'll get on with the video. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and finish this build that I'm doing for my layout. This is the truck repair center, and I am going to do the machine shop. And what I'm going to use to cover the machine shop is this here HO peel and stick corrugated metal. So let's get on with the process, and we will continue this video. Anyhow, I started to pre-measure the walls, and we'll go ahead and peel this off. We'll cut it and peel it off and stick it on the building. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, what I forgot to mention is this stuff here is actually a peel and stick. And when it sticks really good. As you can see, I've got it preliminarily peeled back, and we're going to start with the side walls first, and I'll cut the door out after this is secured in there. So once it sticks on there, it sticks. So you need to be like really careful when you install this. So let's see, how am I going to do this? And I also made it a bit longer to go around the corner, so it gives me a finished edge. And as you can see, there's our first piece on there. And what I'll do later on is I'll hit this with some dull coat, and then I'll hit it with some other type of paint, maybe some rust in there. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyhow, let's go ahead and do the other side. Now you can peel it off again if you have to, but I would not recommend it. I would try and get it perfect on the first shot, just like that, and then wrap it around the corner. And there's the second piece. And now we'll go for the front piece, and I'll trim this all up when I get it all together. And we'll go ahead and peel this guy off. And now this guy here, we're going to try and do him just like, this is funny because it's sticking to my fingers. But anyhow, we'll go ahead and put him there like that. And like I said, you can pull it up, but it's kind of tough. I had an oopsie on this one, guys. I have to redo that one. Alright, guys. The machine shop is totally covered now. The door is cut open. All I need to do now is give this a little bit of a paint job, and that would be ready to go. Now, on this guy, I told you I was going to do something special for the roof. Anyhow, one of the techniques I have learned through watching other YouTube channels was to use masking tape. So what I did was I cut this out at 4-foot sections, and we'll just go ahead and lay it on the top of the roof. And just so you guys know that the masking tape has a little bit of a texture to it, and so it'll look like a tarred roof when you get done with it. It'll get painted. I'm assuming I'm going to paint this flat black. So let me show you how it starts, and we'll go from there. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the entire roof covered now. Each section is a 4-foot section except for the peak. On the peak I left it at 8 feet, so I have the overlap on both sides. I'm going to paint this a flat black, but first I need to mask off the entire building. And then this guy here, I'm not quite sure what color I'm going to paint him yet. I don't know if it's appropriate to paint him a color or if I should just leave it the aluminum look. Anyhow, let me go ahead and tape this up, and we'll paint it up, and I'll show you the finished product on this guy here, and maybe even this guy here. I do have the foundation being painted. It's drying right now, so we'll be able to start putting this building back together. Alright, so we'll be back here shortly. Bye. Alright guys, now we're going to move on to the main roof panel for the shop area. As you can see, I've got 84 feet wide and 96 feet long, and this includes about a foot to 18 inches overhang on front and rear. I always measure from the factory cut, just so I can get as square as possible. So we're going to go ahead and cut this down, and I'll show you my procedure. But first of all, let me show you this here. Most of you guys that have been following me for quite a while know that I've been having problems with my fingers and hands, and I've had several surgical procedures done in the past year and a half. So because of that, I'm not able to hold the straight edge down as securely as I'd like. So what I do is I use these C-clamps to clamp it down to my table, and make sure my lines line up. Always double check your measurements to be sure you're on. This will be the center line, and I'll show you how we're going to take care of the peak in this roof. Anyhow, when I cut this, I'm going to cut it all the way down here, so I have this whole piece as an extra piece for a future build or whatever. Anyhow, let's get on to cutting this, and so we'll be right back. The roof panel is cut out, and I'm going to show you how I get the peak on it. But these are the pieces that I cut off. Don't throw these away. These will come in handy in future builds. A matter of fact, for this build, for this area, I'm probably going to have a station where they wash the trucks, and probably another main office for the leasing company for the heavy equipment. Anyhow, it'll be the same procedure for this, except that we're only going to scribe it 3 or 4 times and then gently give it a bend. So it'll be the same procedure. I'll be doing this again because of my fingers, just to make sure I get a straight line, and get on the line there. get my little fantastic seat clamps here, and it'll move, but you need to make a final adjustment. So pull this down to here, right on the line, and this one right on the line, and then clamp it down. And when you clamp it down, make sure it's pretty tight so it doesn't, I mean, this is my procedure only because of my finger situation, but you guys can do this too, and it would make some great straight lines. Alright, so like I said, we're only going to do a couple of short strokes, so I'll just keep on recording this. So I don't know how many strokes it'll take, but you don't want to cut through the plastic all the way. And one more, and I think we're going to be good. Alright, let's see. If not, we can always put it back on here and scribe it a bit more. Let me take our clamps off, and just gently, I put it along the straight edge here on the desk, and it looks like we're going to have to probably go a bit more. So let's see. You can do this without the straight edge because it's already got your groove to follow, but you need to go slow. And there you go. You got a nice peaked roof right now. Okay, so let's see what else we can show you here. Measurements look good, and so I'll show you the rest of what I've been doing on this build. So stay tuned and be right back. Alright guys, one of the things we talked about on the last live show, YouTube Model Builders live show, is planning. So because I don't know if I'm going to have the main roof removable or not, I went ahead and added my yellow safety stripes in here. It doesn't hurt anything. The striping only costs $2.59, and you get 33 feet of it. Plenty to do a lot of different buildings. Anyhow, this is one of the sections I cut off of the roof, from the roof piece of plastic. Well, I took that and made this section right here. And how I got this on here was I just took a very thin piece, I think it's like 10,000 styrene, and just laminated the two of them together. So I'm not sure yet, again I don't know if I'm going to leave the roof removable or not. I might put a small parts department in here. Might be another good detail to add. Anyhow, we'll get on to the rest of this. Here's the machine shop. As you can see, it's got a corrugated roof on it, and the corrugated siding, which I showed you guys in the last video. This still needs to get a dull coat. It is rather shiny. I don't know if you guys have seen the sheen on there. And then here's the office building. The roof that I showed you guys the other day. The black is kind of intense. I'll probably tone that down with some weathering powers. And I also decided to leave the white stripe. I think it looks good. I have a blue building that has a black stripe on it, so I want it to be a little bit different. Alright, so now the rest of this video will probably be another part when I do the roof assembly. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the roof yet. I might do the same thing as this. This was a lot of work, but at least I can save some money. Masking tape is very cheap. And as you guys know, I build stuff on the cheap all the time. Anyhow, I think we'll continue this video in a part 3. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. I hope you guys are enjoying this build series, especially you, Shane, if you watched the last video. As always, your questions, comments, input, and subs are always welcome. For now, that's all folks. BNSF 6951 out.